What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So, I had a cool idea for a video. Um, my band just got done with a couple of shows, and I actually had my live guitar rig here at the house and not at our rehearsal space. So, I thought, why not do like a rig rundown video? So, I don't know. I figured that'd be pretty cool. So I'm in a band called Witch Hunter, and we're like a early 2000s like metalcore kind of band. So, I thought y'all like to see the kind of gear I use for that stuff. So I guess we'll just jump right into it. If you're new here, thank you for coming to the channel. And if you're not new here, you've seen this guitar a bunch of times already, but this is my main guitar. This is my 1987 Gibson Les Paul Custom. This guitar has fastback custom pickups in it. Has a beard comber in the bridge and an old Imperial in the neck. The beard comber bridge pickup is Alnico 5 magnet. It's a really high output, really aggressive pickup. It's kind of like JB-ish, like a Seymour Duncan JB-ish, which is a pickup I've used a lot in the past and really like, but this just has a little something different that I really dig about it. The neck pickup, the old Imperial, is a low output ceramic magnet, and being ceramic magnet, it makes it really bright and clear sounding, which I really like for a neck pickup. I do all my clean stuff up here on the neck pickup, and that pickup just really shines in that aspect. So that's what's going on here. I've done a lot of mods to this guitar. This has got a Emerson wiring harness in it with like Emerson's Bumblebee caps and 500K pots, all that stuff. But yeah, that's the main one. Grover tuners on it. I am using D'Addario XL 11 to 56s. So I play in drop C. And I've tried a whole bunch of different string brands, string gauges. This is just what I've settled on. Works the best for me. They're slinky enough in drop C to where when I'm playing leads, I can still do bends and stuff. But that 56 like really holds up. I play pretty hard, and so that really holds up in drop C. So that's the strings I'm using. That's the main guitar. The backup guitar, if you will, is my 2001 Gibson Les Paul Deluxe. And as you can see, it's super modified. It's not very deluxe-ish anymore. Routed it out. It has the exact same pickups as the Custom has. Fastback Custom Beard Comber, Fastback Custom Old Imperial. This guitar is a pretty good bit heavier than the Custom is. I love this guitar. I've had this guitar a long time, and it was my main guitar forever. But the Custom's like probably 3 pounds lighter or so than this guitar is. And yeah, just toting this guy around live, it's just gotten to be a lot. So this is the backup. I use DiMarzio clip lock straps. I've been using them for 20 years maybe, ever since I was like 15 or something. You're a kid and you get your guitar and then you do something stupid and it falls and you're like, man, I need strap locks. And then you buy strap locks, and then those strap locks suck because most strap locks do suck. So I wonder if I got one laying around here somewhere. I do. Here we go. If you've never used a clip lock strap, the thing I love about these is they're not like a strap lock. This little bit right here screws straight into the guitar, and then this clips in, and like this guitar weighs 12.5 pounds, and there you go. So I trust all my guitars to these clip lock straps. Yeah, won't use anything else. So that's the two guitars that I take when we go play out live. They're real similar They sound almost identical. They play almost identical. You know, if I break a string, I want to be able to grab another guitar and like everything in my rig not have to change. Like I want it to be pretty much a one for one thing. You know, I want redundancy there. So that's why I got 2 Les Pauls, both in drop C, both with the same strings, both with the same pickups, all that jazz. So that's Guitarland. Let's check out amps. Alright, so this is my amp rig. Lately I've been using both cabs. The Mode 4 cab has the Celestion Vintage 30s in it. The 1960 cab has the GT12 75 watts in it. And I've just found that the combination of those two speakers live really complement the JCM 2000. I just really like it. You know, the V30s in the Mode 4 cab give me more of that like classic kind of, you know, like metalcore tone that you're kind of used to. And then the 1960B cab, the GT12's in it, really kind of helps fill out like some lower frequency and some low mid stuff that this cab's kind of lacking a little bit in. So that's what's going on there. Like I said, I use the JCM 2000. Now this right here is a really cool part of my rig. Our drummer has his own in-ear system that he uses, his own monitoring system. And so this is my DI box. I DI out of this straight to his monitor rig, and he has me in his ears. Yeah, and that is that. And it doesn't interfere with front of house miking up my cabs or anything like that at all. You know, over here we got a trusty Boss NS2 in my effects loop. I think everybody should have a noise gate with them because you just never know. You know, some venues might not need it, might be fine. Some venues it might be noisy as all get out. So that's going in my effects loop, and that kind of helps with like the electrical noise off the wall. Let's check out the pedal board. So here is the pedal board. I'm going to unplug it so these lights will go off. There we go. Alright, so here is my pedal board. So I guess we'll go over the signal chain because there's, you know, it's not as straightforward as it looks. So I have this really cool interface that I've put on the side of my pedal board. So my guitar goes in here. The amp out is here and goes into the front of the amp, and then this last one is my TRS out that goes it's connected here, and then it goes to the back of the amp to channel switch. So my Boss MS3 will control channel switching on the JCM 2000, which is super awesome. So what happens is we go in here, and the first pedal in the chain is the drop pedal. Even though it's up here, it's the first pedal in the chain. So it goes drop pedal, then wah, then the wah goes into the MS3. Now the first pedal in loop 1 of the MS3 is the MXR Duke of Tone. Now I don't use the Duke of Tone with Witch Hunter yet. Sometimes I play my Strat with this pedal board, and the Duke of Tone is on there for my Strat. We've got some new material we're working on that I might actually use that on, so that's why it's there. But I have other bands and other projects I do that I play the Strat a lot more in, and that's why the Duke of Tone is there. So don't really use it a whole lot or any at all in Witch Hunter yet, but might. So the next pedal in the loop, in loop 2, is my Pedal Monsters Klon Clone. Now, if you come down here, if I hit this, it changes the channels on the JCM 2000 to the clean channel, and in front of the clean channel, I have, so I don't know if you know, if you guys might know about the MS3, but the MS3, not only is it a pedal looper switching system thing, it also has effects built into it. So when I hit this, it goes to my clean channel, and it has a compressor that's in here, and this in front of the clean channel all the time. The JCM 2000 is great. The clean channel's fine, but it's nothing to really write home about, and this pedal just makes all the difference. So that's why that is in front of the clean channel. The next pedal in Loop 3 is the plumes. And if I'm on my dirty channel, it's plumes, a Boss like NS2 model that's in here, just a noise gate going straight into the front of the Marshall. And that's like my 90% of the time rhythm tone, that's what's going on there. Then when we come out of this, we hit the Protone Haunted Delay, and then that goes into the Terra Echo, and the Terra Echo comes back to the amp out. So these two pedals are outside of the looping, of the MS3, and the reason for that is because I just like to kind of do weird stuff live with them sometimes, like just kick them on, mess around with them, make a bunch of noise, and it's just a lot easier to kind of do that with these if they're not dedicated to like being in a loop. Because once you change off this loop, especially with the Terra Echo, if you turn it off, it'll trail, and you can keep playing, and the echo trails will just naturally kind of taper and fade away, and it sounds really awesome like that. And if you have it in a loop, when you change to a different patch, it's immediately gone. You don't get the natural tails. So I didn't like that. So that's why these are outside the loop. Up here, we just got my power supply, just an MXR DC brick. It handles everything great. I don't need anything crazy. Got the classic Dunlop wah. This is the Joe Bonamassa one. I only use it on a couple parts. I really thought about taking it off of here, but I had the room for it, so it's still on there. I don't use it nearly as much as I used to. Lately, I've been using the drop pedal a ton. This is like my new favorite pedal. So you'll notice on here, I also have a drop function on here. So the cool thing is I can use this to actually detune my guitar. So like we're in drop C. Say we have a song in drop A, I can just have it in drop A now. And then if I want to drop it lower to do like an octave drop, I have that here. So that's kind of some cool like dual functionality there. I can just use this because this is just set to an octave below. So I can have it just drop whatever this has my guitar tuned to. So that's kind of cool. I have this right here. It's just like a lo-fi, kind of like radio kind of guitar tone. Like it's coming out of like a little busted radio speaker. That's what it sounds like. I just use it for some like transition parts and songs and stuff like that. So that's the board. It's not nearly as complicated as it looks or seems, but I got tired of tap dancing and having to step on, I wanted to go from like this and a noise gate and the dirty channel to like a clean tone with reverb on it, and I had to step on like, in the past, I'd have to step on like 5 pedals to do all that with, and it was just impossible to handle. So this makes everything super easy. I can go from that really dry, dirty tone with a gate on it to a really lush, clean tone with reverb on it just by hitting one button. Super awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole rig. It's a pretty utilitarian rig, I think. Maybe the dual cab thing is a little much, but I like it. It works for me. So yeah, so that is the rig. Hope you guys liked the video. I'm gonna have the rig with me for a while because we're taking a little break from shows. We're about to start working on some new music and recording some, so I'll have the rig with me for a little bit. So I'll probably make another video where I actually mic the rig up and record a little bit of it and kind of demo it that way so you guys can hear what the rig sounds like. But hope you like the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That really helps. Leave me a comment. Any of that stuff helps with pushing the video in the algorithm and getting people to see it more. So if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Thank you guys, and I'll be back next week.